John, a long way in the dressing room with your players, speaking to them. I guess you've got quite a lot to speak to them about after today's defeat.
Well, we're just trying to, iron it out. It's not shouting and bawling. Not too many these days. Defensively, there's something wrong. We've conceded another 3 soft goals. From their point of view, they'll think they're good goals, but they're mistakes. And as I've said before, we've got good defenders, but there's something not right. We're not defending properly. The first port of call to look at, I've got to look at myself, and I've got to take the responsibility with the defeat. We've trained really well the last 2 weeks, and maybe I hang over from not playing last week, I don't know, but I can be guilty of getting a bit cocky and getting a bit carried away and thinking that we're better than what we are, and possibly not giving Tranmere the respect that they deserve. Not so much, we've tried to prepare them properly, and we've been through all the facets of how Tranmere are going to play. But maybe I'm guilty of thinking that we're better than Tranmere. And on the day they were ruthless in front of goal, and we were wasteful. And we gifted them goals. And when they gifted us chances, we didn't take them. So I still feel as though I've got to take a lot of the blame for maybe not having the players up for it. And it's not like one of mine and Jimmy's teams, to be honest. But they just looked as though they wanted to press us more than what we did today. And you got the feeling that it meant more to them than us. And that's disappointing. It's disappointing because, as I said before, I'll blame myself, and I think I maybe missed the trick and not really beat our lads with a stick and really got them up for the game and hammered home the importance of it. I've maybe took it for granted that they would think the way I think, and in the end, I probably haven't left enough stones unturned.
Given the way you are and what you've achieved with the club, is it the harshest indictment of a group of players that they're not up for it because of how well you've motivated players in the past? I don't think
so much that they're not up for it. I just don't think that they've been wary of how they're going to press us. They're going to be at it. And goals change games, obviously. We've conceded after 12 minutes a ridiculous goal. Seamus has done brilliantly to intercept the ball, great bit of footwork, run up the line, gives the ball away cheaply. The ricochet goes against us, the ball gets played over the top, and then a cross comes in, and they've got 1 man in the box, we've got 3, and he scores. So you can't legislate for that. And then it's how we dealt with that then. That disappointed me, and we've absolutely gifted them a second goal. Rob could have that situation 99 times out of 100, and he wouldn't do what he did, and he's not done it on purpose, but unfortunately that's plaguing us at the moment. And when things go against us, they tend to go against us in spades. They don't just, every time a team's in the bottom 2, we seem to lose them, and that's frustrating when we can go to Exeter and win, and go to places like Portsmouth and win, and then, no disrespect to Tranmere, because they're a big club and they're a good side. But, if you look at the chances that were created today, we probably created the more clear-cut ones. Tranmere's first 3 shots on goal went in. And that's, our keeper's made a great save in the end, and they've put one over the bar, but that's the sum total of their chances, and we've missed 3 or 4 great chances, but the game's gone past us after 2 now, really, and I think the one chance we had to get back in it was the penalty that somehow got invented, that it might have been a throwback to the one last week with Everton, where you're in the box, but we don't want to give you a pen, but I'll give you a foul outside the box as a consolation prize. We'll look at that again tonight, but that's the big burden on the game.
Was that a crucial turning point? I was going to say that.
Well, the goals are the turning points, to be honest. But, if we're going in 2-1, it's a different game altogether. And, then it's the next goal to win, in my opinion. And even, Cal's missed a chance that he'd gobble up 99 times out of 100. With 25 minutes to go, and you don't know what happens there. Do we get it back to 3-1? But we looked as though we could have been playing all night. We wouldn't have scored.
Difficult circumstances, I guess, for debuts in your goalkeeper Matt Macy and Seamus Keneally.
I thought Matt acquitted himself really well. Made a great save, had no chance with the goals. And Seamus will get better. People will point the finger at me and say I shouldn't be changing the back 4, but I've gone to play a certain way, and he's a very good defender, Seamus. Um, you can't legislate for the goals that we conceded. And, you know, eventually you lay a little bit of the blame on him for the first goal. Having done great to intercept the ball and a great bit of footwork to run up the line, he's given the ball away, and if he kicks it out of play, we don't concede. But it's all ifs and buts, isn't it? You know, I think over a period of time, Seamus will prove to be a good asset to the club.
And just in terms of looking forward, clearly you've got to pick yourself up before you can pick the players up. You brought a couple of substitutes on, people like James Gray, Josh Windass. Is it a case of this might be an opportunity for someone who wasn't in your starting 11 today?
Well, yeah. You know, you go with is it Einstein's theory of madness if you keep doing the same things and getting the same, expecting different results. So, you know, I'm not that narrow-minded or that blinkered. But, I mean, we could play that game again now and there'd be a different result. If we take our chances, we're not talking about the negatives, we're talking about the positives. That's been a problem for us all season, and we have been wasteful in front of goal. Since I've been back, I can't remember us hitting a target with a free kick, which is embarrassing really for the quality that we've got. But, you know, you got one or two choices. You curl up on the ball and go away, or you stick your chest out and come out fighting against Wimbledon. You know, and that'll be a big game because they've lost 3-1 today to Carlisle. So they'll be looking for a reaction. I'll be looking for a reaction. I've got confidence in the players that they're capable of doing that, and I'm confident that the squad are capable of getting a reaction.